Hello and greetings, everyone. Happy Friday, or possibly a happy Saturday morning to you. This is Silver-Quill, once again grateful that you joined me on this fine Friday evening. And I do say fine because it's been, well, a pretty good time all around. I am in so much better health than last week. Oh, the pain. I shall tell you all shortly, but first and foremost, I wish to give out some hellos and say what's up to the people in Le Chit Chat. So, hello Nathan Duazo and Comodra Steele, Cherry Fluffbelly Official. Looks like folks are having a good conversation. Seth Moss and Little Heart Raccoon. Oh, unfortunately Little Heart can't join us tonight. He got a load of work to catch up on. Well, I hope you have a great weekend and that you can catch up on that work. I know that feeling. And hello MLP Trinary. It's good to see you. And Rocket Raider, Pokemon Fire Eevee. And let's see, Adam Leisman. Going down the list, just checking out folks like Brian Luna. Not check it out as in, cruising the boulevard, just seeing folks. Grace Kim 24. You'll never get to try because you're British. Oh, I get it. You can't have a Grimace shake because you're British? I promise. Surely there are McDonald's over there. And then there's Khalid Hussein, Elizabeth Snowbell, Yuki, and Chris Man. Also a Cosmin Inspira, Shocker27. Kamen Rider Jetstorm. We got a little bit of Kamen Rider. We got a little bit of Transformers in there. Enderpup. And M488 Thunderbird is go. Meanwhile, over on the Twitch, we have Cherry Fluffbelly there as well. And Vampelstat666 called me the glorified pigeon, and you're correct, thank you. And hello, Melody Flame. Glad to have you all here. Also, I failed to thank a few followers. Let's see here. It's Charles Yarlo and Nesman1995 and Jimmy in White 63. Thank you all for following. Oh, and I also see a Fetch 26291. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's get out of the presentation mode and we zoom out on the shake. The shake that I didn't fully center. Oh well. Save that for next time. Well, this is the frustration with working with pre-taken photos. They just don't size it to my specifications. But either which way, what am I doing? Well, a bit of craziness, a bit of strange ideas. And I would love for you to share in my madness. But first, first off, a little music, I think. Chill EDM, courtesy of Pretzel.rocks. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, very chill. So let me tell you... Oh, actually, be sure to let me know if you're not hearing enough. Alrighty, so what happened last week that I wasn't able to stream with y'all? I've been doing workouts, especially emphasizing weightlifting. It means a lot if people can count on me to help with a move or to transport something heavy, to have the strength to do so. I failed that in the past, and so wanted to correct it. But I think I went a little too far. We did some heavy lifting, and all of a sudden, while there was the normal leg ache that comes with after a workout, you've been testing your body and flexing the muscles, but then, holy hootenanny, this band from my hip to my knee on my right side, outer thigh, screaming in pain. For 2 whole days, it was just awful. I couldn't move well. I had no confidence getting up or down from a seat. It hurt so bad I couldn't even sleep. And so apparently it's called an IT band, which for me, I just thought that was, have you tried turning it off and on again? But no, it's a thick band of fibrous tissues that run along the outside of my leg. Let's see here. It is iliotibial. The iliotibial band. So boy howdy, that hurt, and I never want to go through that ever again. Now, thankfully, I had a wonderful outpouring of support from friends. Folks who are familiar with exercise offered me stretches. I'm now over it. As far as I can tell, I've gotten 2 weeks now. I did a lot of stretches with my trainer, took it easy, stood a lot more, and I need to be mindful to stand and stretch more often. A difficult thing when you claim most of your work goes on through the computer. I'm also looking into those standing desks now. But I'm feeling better and hoping to test my max strength next week. But my trainers are cautious. If there's even a hint that my leg is going to have further trouble, we'll stop. We'll just cut it and save it for another day. But I'm feeling pretty confident I can do it now. And what can I do? Well, I can have the Grimace shake. Oh, this trend. I don't know if you've all have seen the memes going on. But let's see here. I need a new file because we're going to tackle this in stages. I would like to make a short about this meme, this trend. So, I need to, but to make a short, I still have to have characters. And I'm not the one who's going to be trying this shake. With her permission, blessing, and support, I get to Lightning Bliss will be our test pony. So let's see here. I need to copy both these things. Boop. Because I am in need of Bliss with wings unfurled and wings drawn closed. This is why I try to keep all my past vectors handy. You never know when you're going to need them again. Oh, I heard a donation from Trinary. Ah, thank you. Trinary, who I'm looking forward to seeing at Everfree Northwest coming up soon. Oh, I need to promote that as well. See, there's just so much to do. Preparation, panels, merchandise. I tells ya. It is madness to try and keep up with it all, but it's also something that I enjoy. So, there you have it. The conundrum. My other conundrum is why Illustrator gets so weirded out by certain angles. If I knew, I'd fix it, but I don't, so I can't. So we will have the folded Ablissy here. And boop. And over here, we just do a little reflection tool. Come on now, come on. There we go. So fickle. No wonder it looks different. When you vertically flip a thing, the stroke does not necessarily flip with it. I guess this was a horizontal flip. Nope, it was vertical. But anyway, we now have the Blissy. But now we need the shake. And so through the marvel of modern television, waka chicka waka chicka waka. Oh, I'm seeing people warning doom flags. Vampel stat 666, signaling the doom flag. All right, let's see here. Yes, Grimace shake. How big is this image? Big enough. Actually, it's kind of scary how appropriately sized it is. Oh, now one of the things I've learned, right now, this is kind of weird. What you're seeing right here is the image, but it's not embedded in the file, it's linked. So basically it's reading the file and displaying what's in the file. But if I go over here and embed, now it's fully in the image. And why would I want to do that? Well, if you transfer a program or a image to another computer, that might not follow. It might say, hey, I'm supposed to reference this file, but it's not there anymore because, well, I'm on a different computer. But embedding, I won't have to worry about that. It's a hard-won lesson. As is my ability. Yeah, so there we go. So now McDonald's can't claim that I'm stealing their main icon. Blissy's hooves will protect me. Protect me, Blissy. Oh, speaking of, I'm curious if the Blissy Boo has appeared. Sometimes she's here, sometimes not. Never a requirement, but I'm always glad to have them there. Evangelion 007, you've forgotten a pizzeria pony? That is Jasper Pie. Who better to make a pie than a pie? Komodo Steel. Brawny did offer exercises and stretches to help me recover from my my muscle ordeal. So again, I'm grateful to everyone who was concerned, offered their support or insight, because boy howdy, that I never want to repeat that experience. Now, part of me is a little frustrated by it because it reminds me I've gotten older. Once upon a time, if I got sick, it was for a week and then I was back to full energy. Once upon a time, an ache would go away with maybe a day or two of easy rest. Not so anymore. And that's just getting older. And let's see here. But before anyone thinks I'm saying getting older stinks and there's no fun to it, I have a lot of fun. I'm more confident of myself. I'm more in tune with who I am. I'm not so distracted by every little thing as I was when I was younger. I think we've done people a terrible disservice making them think that growing old has no benefits or things worth celebrating. So I'm just saying, don't think that your best years are behind you. You don't know what the years hold. Just try to be your best self during any year. Okay. You know, I kind of feel like I've turned Bliss into a marketing placement for this. I'm sorry, Blissy. Oh, Brian Luna, you've been there with the muscle strain and pain. It's a miserable affair. Let's line these to the artboard. And because the wings change the layout, they should be overlapping, like so. I said like so. There we go. Yes. Alrighty. Oh, now we shrink the Blissy. There we go. We're going to save this in the Grimace Shake folder. Cosmin Inspira, you're aging backwards? Are you Merlin? I've heard that Merlin aged backwards. In essence, he really knew everything about Arthur because he'd already lived it. But think about that. Aging backwards, it's kind of like Doctor Who with River's song. Every day, you get to know that person better, but they get to know you a little less. That's rough. Bliss neutral. All right, let's see this. Neutral. So now we need a talkie talk. And you do. Change this to this. Let's see here. Draymond Naldoran wants to know if my Silver-Quill OC had my real-life cat allergies, would he in fact, how would that affect him in Equestria? Well, there's a question. I mean, no one wants to get close to Opaline, either the pony or the cat. You know, because, well, Opaline is a terror, both the pony and the cat. But, I mean, a hippogriff is the offspring of a griffin, which is part cat, and a horse. I can't imagine a cat allergy would go well in that case. I'd be sneezing at myself. And I'm sneezing with myself. Oh, sneezing with myself. But the short answer is I really don't want to consider it. In helping my friend Paula with her own recovery after a fall, and visiting with my friend Cruelica after we got her a cat, I've actually had to test my allergy courage. And thankfully, these cats are short-haired, so I haven't suffered anything, for which I am grateful. Unfortunately, cat sitting is off the table. You're right, Brian Luna. Opalescence is Rarity's cat, but then there's Opaline. Or Opaline? The alicorn of fire. Fire, fire. What did I just... Oh, yes. Okay. See, this is why I should really hide my other panels. All right, so there's this. Talk. Let's say this is talk happy. Oh, and since we have... Here's Blissey's lines for this.
Huh. So, this is that new Grimace shake. Well, happy birthday, Grimace!
Alright, so yes, I think a little confused is a good way to go. And we shall extend the eyebrow and bring it to the forefront. And then we shall mask, I say, mask the eye. Oh boy. Yeah, you're right, Draymond. With cat allergies, sentient cats. I mean, would they understand? It's like, is it speciesist to say I'm allergic to you? That would be a massive faux pas. All the pas being faux. Come here, you. And let's turn this around. I feel like Bliss doesn't need to have a super sad looking mouth for this. Just sort of a, There we go. A little lower. And raise that chin just a hair because I opened it. And let's take the happy talk. And we're going to have joy. Yes, joy, I tell you. Sapient. Yes, Brian Luna, you're correcting me on the terminology. Capper's cat race where the Abyssinians are indeed sentient. Although it's kind of funny, people want to talk about sentience. I believe that dogs and cats right now have a certain sentience to them. They know things. I'm not sure what the full criteria for genuine sentience is. Oh, I don't know if anyone's reading the Gargoyles comics out there, but I recommend you do. Goliath is on trial right now, but they're having a courtroom case where they're trying to determine if he is even sentient. And I love that the attorney in Goliath's corner is saying, look, the fact that you can talk and interact really isn't as big a shoe-in as you think. We haven't gotten over our own prejudices, and now here we are dealing with a non-human court case. It drove home, wow. Yeah, this is not going to be fair to Goliath. But I appreciated the candor of his attorney, who clearly is not having any delusions. And then for a little added adorableness, it's my video. I'll make her cute if I want to. Tilt the head. And there we go. Joyful talking. And now, just a simple drink. Drink, drink, drink. Oh yes, Brian Luna. Gargoyles comics are back. They've been releasing along with Darkwing Duck comics, and I've I've gotten to enjoy a little bit of nostalgia buying them. I get to read a whole new story, but I recognize the characters, and that's even more fun. Zuta Lord, what happened to the wing? There we go. Let's see here. I don't know if this is going to matter, but I'm going to draw an arm right here and here with the same thickness. There we go. Come on. Work with me here. No, not you. There we are. You just extend a little here. And now it looks more accurate. Let's see, we'll bring this to the forefront and change it just a little. Okay, now I ask you, is that not the face of an adorable smoothie drinker? I asked you. Connor Hall, watching me reminds you that Friendship's Magic started 13 years ago, and now you feel old. Well, imagine how I feel, laddie. I tell you, that time has flown by for me. Lego Master, you want her to look up? Oh! Well, Fooey, it says Fulfillment Thursday. Yeah, that's right. The last time I did this, it was a Thursday. I'll have to change the title after the stream. Ah, well. You all know it's Friday. I have not challenged your perceptions of time. What do y'all think? Is looking up? How does that look? Trainer, let's do the time warp again. The 40th anniversary of Rescue Midnight Castle. Ooh, intriguing. Now, this is just drink one. Oh, but it's about to get worse, folks. It's about to get so much worse. Oops. Let's see. Did I also say Fulfillment Thursday on the No, that's still a Friday. Okay, I didn't do that wrong. Okay, drink two. And then for drink three, what can we do to make this seem like there is no bliss, only Zool? Ooh, maybe even less. Oh, and I forgot. I wanted to have her wings extended for the drinking. Tell me that isn't a weird thing to say. Let's see here. Khalid, you're saying Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will be the final movie. Well, honestly, I wouldn't consider that disappointing because right now they're 2 for 2, and if they're taking their time to both deliver quality piece and not drive their staff to exhaustion, I have every confidence that they'll be 3 for 3. And I would rather have a 3 for 3 trilogy than an unending saga that only seems to be having a harder go. Hi, Star Wars. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but they've been, depending on where they are, it's been a rough go. Mandalorian is getting high praise. Andor. Oh, people rave about Andor. I'm behind on that. But like the sequel trilogy didn't quite work out, and I like Kenobi, but I know some other folks were less than thrilled. Okay, so that takes care of Blissey in the shake and the shake. But Evangelion 007, there are 3 movies planned for the Spider-Verse series, it appears. They're 2 for 2, and I'm hoping they'll be going 3 for 3 soon. Let's see here. Alrighty. So next up, I need ponies in a general state of panic. And I mean all the ponies, if I can help it. So let's start another. I don't really need that. I need. So let's see what I've got by way of previous vectors, because that would make my life loads easier. Vector bases. Applejack poses. Cadence and... Well, leave the royals out of this. Cheerily. One sec, you guys will all be seeing this very shortly. Pinkie Pie poses, thank you. And Rainbow Dash, there she is. I was like, where? Twilight poses. Let's see how many of these poses include a pony freaking the flip out. Ignore. Alright, so Twilight in her as yet to grow into crown. 3/4 surprise, super angry, nervous grin. Angered. Ah. I don't know why this thing is having a vocal. I usually ask for none of that. Okay, it's not distracting and it's not cursing. That's important to me. Seth Moss wondering if King Sombra being an Umbrum, as described in the Siege of the Crystal Empire, if he is, that origin still applies. And to be honest, I don't think it does. I'm afraid that there's a lot that we've lost with that. Man, I could have sworn I had Twilight being afraid of something, but I guess not. So, we gotta go with a little something. Confused, crossbun, crown profile. Oh, maybe it was under profile. Queen profile. Ah, yes. I mean, that's what she is. Queen. Okay. So, 3/4. This'll work. Copy you. Ooh, I've opened way too many now. Panicking ponies, where are you at? Let's go for Twilight and Spike. Actually, I'm glad it only took about half an hour to put together those Blissey poses, because now we can focus on the ponies. And let's see here. Don't need that. Actually, not going to need Twilight's eyes for the most part. Won't need that. Won't need that. But now I need the mouths. So, pony parts. And how appropriate that how appropriate we get a scary looking Twilight. Here we go. Twilight pose. No, I don't need Twilight pose. Panicking ponies is what I need. So Twilight's about to go mouthless, but don't worry, it's back. Now we just gotta move those. Whoa, hello. All damn eyelashes down. And let's shorten this up a little. There we go. Maybe a bit of an arch to this. Yes, I think that works better. The meek shall inherit the earth, they say? Hate to tell you, but that was a mistranslation. More accurate translation is that those who have the ability to destroy but refrain from doing so will inherit the earth. So I guess it's really the merciful will inherit the earth. Let's see here. Pardon me, I haven't really checked in with folks in a hot minute. Trinaries thinks the geek will inherit the earth. I don't know. If there's one thing I would never accuse fandoms of being, it's being merciful. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Beach Ball of Doom means save now. It's a scary thing, that multicolored beach ball. That spectral image of death. I know rainbows are supposed to be fun and cute and whatnot, but inwardly I am just like, oh no, please don't. Please don't, I need more. Good Lord. How many? Oh wow, is this on like every layer? I might have goofed. Here we go. That's better. There we go. And just flip that. Boop. Draenor, you're with the re-image MLP comics. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, the reimagined series, like they're doing The Wizard of Oz next, and before they did Little Phillies. Well, you know, I really need to see what they do with because I mean, it's all good to tell the modern fairy tale. And boy howdy, the author of The Wizard of Oz wanted it to be the new fairy tale. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on the idea. I'd rather My Little Pony made its own tales than just copied off everyone else. Humble, timid, relieved. Full screen, stunned. Oh yeah. Here we go. I think this is the best we're going to get for Spike. Although now that I think about it, I haven't drawn him right. I have to be careful how I phrase this. I haven't drawn Spike working with Twilight as his mode of transportation in some time. Yes, there we go. I think I avoided any Freudian slips there. Honestly, I haven't gotten to Vector Spike a whole lot at all. It's so sad. So let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. A dig a doop. Guess we don't need this. Or some of this. Ready? Nope, nope, nope. And let's see here. Just need. So let's see here. Hello, Mad Munchkin. It's good to see you there. Yes, I'm sorry I didn't see you right when you came in, Maddie, but I'm glad to have you here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at Everfree Northwest. Yes, Mad Munchkin will be selling her wares alongside myself. And, what else? Taking part in several panels. So I need to get an announcement video out on all that good stuff. Like I say, there's always more to do. And not enough hours in the day to do it, it seems. Now I might need a little reference for this. Let's see here. Spike poses. Did I ever think to draw his... Surely I drew his wings. Nope. That's old school Spike. Heavens to Betsy, I have never drawn Spike with it. Well, I drew him leagues happy. But pardon me, I need to find a quick reference image as I... Let's see here. I need to find something... An image of Spike and Twilight. Twilight... Let's try... Did I misspell it? Spike, Twilight, Diamond Dogs. Well, this can't be right. I mean, yeah. I'll just show this real quick. Spike, Twilight, screenshot. I wonder why it's not finding anything. And I'm afraid to... I don't want to show a search on this site willy-nilly. You never know what you might actually come across. Are the Diamond Dogs so quickly forgotten? No. Twilight Sparkle? Dog screen shots. There we go. Jeez. Had to run through the whole... I had to make sure I said all of Twilight Sparkle's name. It's kind of funny. Oh, screenshot. Twilight Sparkle Spike. Ah, you know what? That's the right idea. I'll just have him standing on Twilight's back. Is he about the right size? I mean, he's such a growing boy. Maybe a little smaller, so he's not like... Man, did I even draw... I didn't even draw... I wonder if I drew a Spike parts. Here's just my base Spike angles. Nope. Poor Spike. Like the show, I've neglected you. Okay, I know how to fix this. No need to fix this beat. Is the music still okay for everybody? A Voltron combination in the works here, Trinary. Well, it would... I still remember the old Fusion song for that. Or the Fusion saying, activate interlocks, dinotherms connected, infracells up, mega thrusters are go. I mean, that's when you knew it was about to get real. Because when the mega thrusters are involved, oh boy. You know, that's one of the many, many ways the new Voltron Force show failed. I'm not talking about Legendary Defender on Netflix. I'm talking about the old Nickelodeon Voltron Force. That was awful because they didn't respect the power of a combination sequence, how it builds excitement. They completely failed in that regard. Let's see here. Applejack poses. 3 front, sour, eyebrow, smug, kidding me, surprised over. It's amazing how I haven't somehow instilled raw fear into everyone in the show just yet. I've fallen behind, I guess. All right, so next up we have Applejack. Just a hair shorter than Twilight. As you know, Twilight, she's rocking those alicorn legs. Champ Stay, I have not really talked about my thoughts of the Grimace meme. Oh my. Now, here's the thing. For those who don't know, the idea was people would try this shake and they'd wish Grimace a happy birthday. But then something would happen that either the screen would shake or there'd be a blackout. The idea was that trying this Grimace shake somehow brought up a disaster of both violence and horror. It was a big thing on TikTok. I haven't seen too much of it here on YouTube. I don't know if I have. Here's the thing. I much prefer this trend or meme or whatever to some of the other things that have happened on Twitter in the past or TikTok in the past. I mean, there have been such blatantly stupid things that got people hurt. Tide Pod challenge. Oh God, what else? What else did they do? The NyQuil chicken challenge. All of these ridiculous things that put people in danger. By contrast, this trend is far more, well, it's a little dark. I won't begrudge people darkness, but it's way better than anything else I've seen. So I'm all for that bit of humor running a little wild. Oh, please pardon my yawn. Now, as for the shake, hey, somebody had a funny idea and people copied it. Well, I don't mean to chase a trend. I learned my lesson during the, what was it? The Ice Bucket Challenge. But if it's a fun idea, it's a fun idea. And this is, as far as I'm concerned, just fun. I'm not aware of it having any negative impact on people's health or safety. It's more a question of how can people express themselves. And that's all right with me. Now, sure enough, I'll probably see some article about how people went too far with this because we're human. We're prone to that nonsense. Brian Luna, they actually had a TikTok challenge to jump out of a moving boat at speed. So dumb. Let's see here. Armor portrait. I need armored 3-4. Wrong armor. Profile, but where's his 3-4? Lord help me, but I haven't made a 3/4 view of Flash in armor. No, it's all side. There you are. I guess, Flash, you're going to be in the party au naturel. Do a quick save. Spriteman98, you are seeing what others have mentioned in the channel. I reused some of the settings from a previous stream, and it done bit me in the tush because it was a Fulfillment Thursday. Bitten me in the tushy. All right, now actually, here's a question. Stallions, lend me your ears. I guess I'll use you. And let's just heighten this a little, shall we? Huh. It says True Sprite-Mon. I do just need to edit the stream, but I'm currently doing the stream, so editing will come later. Right now, we'll just have it up there as a comedy piece and general esprit de corps. There we go. Gotta convey the fear. It's a flash fact. For the record, I don't hate Flash Sentry as a character. I just feel he never got the chance to really develop. Also, his voice actor, Vincent Song, is just one of the best guys around. He is so nice and so friendly. I would hate for anyone to give him grief for playing this character, for it is entirely undeserved. And there we go. Chips say, I'm more a fan of smooth peanut butter. Don't know how others feel about that, but I don't want to be... how do I put it? I just don't like the feeling of all the peanuts actually crunching in my teeth. I like that smooth feel. I'm a smooth operator. Oh, Composure Steel. You speak to, I think, the greatest injustice for Vincent Song. He had to play Daniel in that Voltron Force show. No one should have to play Daniel. For Daniel should not be. I understand what they were trying to go for, but it just didn't work. He was too... Oh, most of the Voltron Force kids didn't work. Maddie, you're not a fan of peanut butter, period? Now, Mr. Cake. I definitely don't have a lot of images of him. But just so he doesn't look too out of place. Oh, come on. Stroke weights. Oh, really? Come on, this has got to be all the same stroke weight. Dang, I did not have a lot of consistency going with this. It's funny, I mean, I recognize some of my earlier work and what I did or did not do right on that. But this, wow. This one's all over the place. Ah, hello, Blissy. Well, I guess we should show her. This is I'm glad you're here in the chat. Oh wow, I've opened so many files I don't even have the right one. Let's see, I just want to show this off real quick. We've been doing a few poses with your good self. With you having the Grimace shake. Wishing a happy birthday to Grimace. Being a little confused by it. But then you drink, and drink, and drink. Whoops, something changed. Ooh. There we are. Huh. Good thing we went back and reviewed. That's an important detail. Now, let's see here. Again, we're just going to get rid of the eyes. Whoa, not all of that. And we're going to change. Normally, I would expect Mr. Cake to faint in the face of adversity, you know, given his history. But in this case... Oh, now he looks like just kind of a disturbed, sort of happy. And we'll just join you to you. Come on. Up, there we go. And let's get a little la 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 there. Oh, and Noah Harris has joined us. Welcome, Noah. Nathan Duazo, why are all these characters shocked? Well, the truth is they're going to be running by my OC in a panic because Blissey has tried the Grimace shake. And, well... Oh, no, come on. Have I... With all the Pinkie Pie says goodnights I've done... but that's the thing. She's always like standing or on two hooves. You know what? I can make this work. We'll get into what Blissey looks like after Yon shake, but not just yet. For first, I require terror. Do 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 da da da. Vulpecula Enfield, you beat Brawny at well, what was it? Not Jackbox, but it's his game night, and you beat him at his own game. Well done. John Owlgem, I can't say that I'm planning to draw characters using their wings as hands. Normally I draw my vectors on an as-needed basis. It's very rare that I just sort of draw them for the sake of it. But you raise a good point. I do love how in later seasons wings could actually be hands of a sort. Makes me surprised people didn't object the Lyra memes to wish she had wings. Next best thing to hands. Pinky here looks like she's rocking hard. Oh yeah, this is my beat. So let's angle that a little rotation. Whoop. And once again, we'll copy. She would give the full scream. Do, do, do. Champ to stay. Brushfather. Okay. Brushfather don't have a release date just yet. Also because we haven't finished the script. So I'd love to get Jasper and Finn back on here for another round of scripting with y'all. But it also depends on their schedules. I mean, Finn is rocking it with his channel. Jasper is in the midst of some transitions and moving. I don't want to interrupt that too much. Too much. And here we have Rainbow Dash and Dusty Cat, apparently. Head on, look over. Huh. Well, this is more than Rainbow Dash poses. I must be really out of it. Okay, for a moment, I'd just like to appreciate this image. Scootaloo is my favorite of the Crusaders. I love that Rainbow stepped up to be her mentor, big sister. I would have Rainbow flying to escape this panic, but I really have to put some sort of limitation on myself here. These characters are just going to be on the screen for a moment, running past. Rocket Raider. If you're headed to McDonald's, I would say look for the Grimace Shake, but I think it's been... Oddly, I only found out about the Grimace Shake memes this month, and yet the promo was through June. So it's just one of those things. I'm late to the party, but hey, I'll bring my own style to it. Okay, this is Rainbow staring into the abyss. Or perhaps seeing something she really wishes she couldn't. If no fear, Rainbow, we'll get you a more appropriate expression forthwith and heretofore. Brian Luna, there. If you're looking to make a script, well, here's the first thing I'd say. Just start writing. Because it's far too easy to use, I need to learn how to write a script, as a, shall we call it a delay tactic. Ultimately, a script is still just words on a page, as any other writing. So don't get too hung up on the formatting. Start writing and let that inspiration and creativity flow. And along the way, there are books and websites that can teach you about formatting a script. But the most important thing is, and always will be, to write. Now, let's see here. Did I ever give Rainbow... Yep, wings up. I remember the reason I put Dusty Cat in this set. It was for the Raw Rainbow video, which... That was when I had my appendectomy. Funny the memories I can associate with certain videos and reviews. Oh yes, I should recount. When I was looking at the surgeon for the upcoming operation, which was all this happened in the span of a day. I went in that morning because of very bad abdominal pain. Ended up having an MRI scan, and from there, I was going under the knife. And I looked at the surgeon, the name on the board. Ooh, this one feels a little loud. And I said, I looked at the name and I said, could that be Dr. Wakil? No, said the nurse, it's Wekill. That's not very reassuring, to be honest. But no, it was Wekill. Shiver, pouty, couch despair, weeping. Proud, neutral. Nope, but this is a pretty good start for the panic. Although with Rarity, I expect full head back, screaming like the Banshees, utter terror, as melodramatic as you can make it. So let's go with, once again, let's see, who have I got after this? Oh, I've got to get Fluttershy at least. I can't help but feel Rarity would be in full on. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see if I can accomplish this. We're going to make her close her eyes. Come on, Rarity. Even your eyelashes are high maintenance. Yep. Now, and people, I'm just checking people's reactions to the news of Dr. Wekill. He did an excellent job. I've got no complaints. It's just when they said, his name is Wekill, and I'm like, I thank you for your candor. Oh, I'm gonna die. I feel like I missed something. Oh, that's right. I didn't grab the right one. This is what we want. Much better. Let's see here. Boom. Boom. There we go. Just get these. Right here. So much to work with. And so little time. Come on now. This is funny. This is the width line that won't disappear. Ah, there we go. That's close enough. But right now, it's not quite Rarity screaming. Angry or... Yes, I think more of a, oh, woe is me look. Alrighty. Boop. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. Evangelion would like to know, in retrospect, do you think Season 9 did too much to harm the brand? Can it be fixed? Well, the first answer is no. I don't think it harmed the brand. I think one of the things that I think of with MLP is that no one expected it to last 9 whole seasons. So this was a series very much going by the seat of its pants. But I think they did a fine job with the final season. There are things that I think they could have introduced more gradually, like getting Twilight ready for the role as the princess. But that's more of a que sera. Now, damaging the brand. Right now, I'm not really sure where things stand. I know that G5 and Make Your Mark especially haven't connected with people as easily, but that's because it's on Amazon. It has an unsteady release schedule, and it's more for marathoning than it is the weekly ritual that I think actually serves a show better. So no, any problems I have, I don't associate with Friendship is Magic. I think it has more to do with, well, Netflix is not a good medium to release a new series. I generally think it's a mistake to go the Netflix route. Oh, did I say Amazon? I meant Netflix. Sorry. But either which way. See, the nice thing about franchises, especially long-lasting ones, like, you know, what we've had with Transformers, there will be high and low points, but it keeps going. And as long as it keeps going, you don't have to worry about having it around for a little bit longer. My Little Pony will continue. It may not continue in a way that attracts new people. It may sort of turtle in and try to attract the originally intended group. I don't know. But I've got no fears about the franchise continuing. And whether or not bronies are a part of that future or not, My Little Pony will continue. My real hope is that people will continue to find things that inspire them and encourage them, because that's how you get, well, a Friendship is Magic in the future. Perhaps one day a fan of the current show, or, you know, of G4 or G5, will make an attempt and be the next Lauren Faust. But there's no point in worrying about the future of a franchise. My question is, am I enjoying it right now? And I still am. But I have done... You've all seen me update so many of these models now to have my panicking ponies, and there's yet more to do. But let's switch gears because I think we need an update to something a bit more new, a bit more fun, or a bit more, shall I say, dark. So let's just get Fluttershy properly freaked out here, which does not require much effort in the show or in art. Oh, and pardon my yawning, I guess this has been a good week, but it's been a demanding one. My family took a trip to, well, my parents took a trip to St. Louis. I was their driver both to and fro from the airport with very heavy delays in their flight. So I guess I'm still a little worn out from that. Also getting up to visit with friends and get things going. Trying some new creative endeavors, which I hope to unveil soon. And trying to cut down on the soda. Because, well, that just doesn't really help anything. But I have to admit, a little caffeine would be welcome right about now. So, let's see here. Evangelion, I think, here's the thing. I like a lot about what's happening in the G5 show. My biggest concern is that poor Sunny, who was the initiating force way back, hasn't been allowed to do a whole lot. And that bothers me. She's like the forgotten main character at this point. And I think the show needs to move into more of the unknown Equestria. Alrighty. Now is the time to bring in, what is everyone so scared of? What are they running away from? Oh, Super Godzilla... No, Godzilla X Vlogs. Thanks for coming. I'm doing well, and I hope you are as well. Now, I don't know if Blissey is still with us. So, I'm going to say I asked her for this role in... to be the Grimace Shake monster, essentially. And I sketched some stuff out today, but I want to add a certain caveat. Bliss has final say on all this. If she's not comfortable with how it looks, or if it's just not something she wants to be associated, she has ultimate deciding power because it's her character, her presentation. And I will respect that. But let's at least get the Shake monster going. Now, funny enough, when I looked for Eldritch Slime images, really I only got one Dungeons and Dragons reference. But it seemed to work. I shouldn't have closed that... let's see here. Let's just copy that Shake because I'm going to need its colors. Teehee. Embed, embed, embed. There we go. So let's start with sort of just a general shape. And the nice thing is this doesn't have to be like super smooth, or it's a milkshake monster. It brings all the folks to the yard because they're trying to get away from it. Champ to Stay is calling it Grimbliss. I like it. in chapter state, the smooze is, well, okay, in G4, the smooze is basically just a pile of slime walking around, and, you know, he's cool. G1 smooze is much more of a horror. Big emphasis on eyeballs. But this needs to be its own thing, or at least inspired in a different way. So there we go. There we got a basic, I repeat, a basic format. Now we're going to play with this just a little. Because we're going to have gaps in the slime. Or I should say shake, but what the hey. Let's call it what it is, a slime monster. And with just these, change these into a darken. Now here's the thing, why I kept this, I really like how they texture it with all these bubbles and dashes. So I'm going to try a little bit of that using just a gradient tool and some blending. Now let's see here. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do this like this. Object mesh. Where's the mesh? I know there's a mesh in here. Yep, find me the mesh. Don't mesh me up. Create gradient mesh. It's completely missing it. There we go. Now, a gradient mesh, this thing can be really tricky. But basically, each little node on this layout is part of the whole. So I can make the lower part of this clear opacity. I can take the very tippity top of a bulge and change the color to, say, white. Well, let's add a little bit more to the white there. Actually, I'm even doing that the hard way. There we go. And we'll go with 0 opacity right now. And we'll just change this part to, say, 50 opacity. And at the very end, I guess I want this entire part to just go to blend as if it never existed. Let's see here. There's also a gradient mesh tool, which enables me... Oh, that's perspective. Where are you, gradient mesh tool? I don't use it very often, so... well, that makes more sense. See, I just make a whole bunch of new nodes. Make them count for 0. Don't know why Those didn't go to 0, but we'll fix all that. You're set to 0, but you're clearly not. How about you? Okay, how about you? And you? Boop. See, this gives a lot of control over how something looks, but at the same time, it's not exactly easy to use. Nope, that won't work. Nope, that also will not work. Darken? No. Difference. Ooh, no. That's kind of funny. So you got to try all these different blending modes to see what looks really good. Nope, not screen. Luminosity? Not really. So let's do this instead. Normal, 50%. And instead of just black, here's the other thing I'll do. I wonder if I select the same color. Let's make this black kind of red. There we go. Now let's also see what happens if I make these edges. Let's take it down even further, 25%. There we go. So that's the start of one of these little bulges. Any new franchises, Champ, stay that you used to like but don't find the spark to catch up on nowadays? Well, unfortunately, Star Wars is one of them. At one time, I ate it voraciously? I forget the exact term. But basically, I consumed any bit of Star Wars media I could get my hands on. I love Expanded Universe. I knew the legends by heart, or at least a good chunk of the legends. Boy, that was a lot to absorb. But ultimately, well, all good things must come to an end. Nowadays, I can't keep up with Star Wars. I just don't feel the excitement I used to. Now, my goal here is to... Basically, I'm just going to recreate and repeat these nodes as much as I can to add as much texture as I can. And I'll play with the colors to create a sort of shift. This is not meant to be a huge investment of time and energy, but I still want to, well, have it look good. Let's see here. Mandalorian Season 3, Book of Boba Fett, and Kenobi are kind of underwhelming, to be honest. Evangelion. Well, I haven't even seen the start of them, so I need to do that before I can really weigh in appropriately on what does or does not work. Don't get me wrong, I want Star Wars to be a powerhouse. I want it to do well and inspire creativity, but from what I hear, one of the big things is that the current series, The High Republic, book series is not selling well, and well, partly because it's in an idealized time where the Republic was not corrupt, as I understand it, not on the brink of falling apart. So, I mean, with that in mind, what's the draw? You know, the Republic's going to survive for X amount of time. That's a hard sell. And I guess I need to tackle the elephant in the room. There's always a lot of gender and identity politics at work within Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy, I think, made a mistake with her The Force is Female campaign. You're trying to assign a gender to a mystical life energy that supports everyone. So really, I feel like that was a mistake. I appreciate an effort at fair representation, and God knows when I first watched Star Wars, there were only like 4 women in the entire span of 3 movies. We have so much more of an option there now. But I guess the main thing I will always plead for people, I'm all for championing a cause through fiction, but because it's fiction, you must first focus on the story. Without a story there to get people thinking and enjoying and being open to what you're trying to suggest, you could lose yourself along the way, and you could lose the audience. And sometimes that's what I fear has happened with Star Wars. We've lost track of what made the original so beloved, and in doing so, are losing the audience. Nathan. Bliss, the joke here is that Bliss drank a Grimace shake from the McDonald's. I don't know if you are familiar with the marketing trend of Happy Birthday Grimace, or the TikTok humor that has followed in its wake. And I do mean in its wake. Woohoo! Let's see here. Woo-hoo. This is quite the sight. And don't worry, I'm gonna edit the colors a little to give it a bit more vitality. Yes, Evangelion, I would agree with you that right now they focus too much on exporting content without really keeping a story going. Honestly, if another director said they wanted to make an alternate sequel trilogy, I wouldn't, and it was more story focused, I would not stop them. The nice thing is that when people really care, they can articulate what they like most about a certain story and or franchise, and choose where they want to invest their support. Now, just to show what I'm talking about, editing some of the colors to add variety. Viva variety, the spice of life. Edit color balance. Let's take away some of the red. Maybe a bit too much of a balance then. Just a little less red and a little more blue and green. Okay? Okay. Hardly made a change at all in that case. All about experimentation. There we go. That's a little bit better. Trinary, why should Star Wars be a single story? Why not have this sweeping narrative? Well, why have a singular narrative when a whole universe? Well, this is a whole universe united by the theme of the Force. Even if a character is not a Force user, they are in essence still caught up in the struggle of the light and the dark. And I guess that's really what the Star Wars is. Where do you fall on that struggle? Are you part of the light? Are you part of the dark? Do you, well, I love Han Solo as a smuggler, proves that you don't have to be this morally upstanding guy to be part of the light. But we haven't yet had, well, there are some fallen Jedi who would say, just because you have a fancy title doesn't mean you're part of the light. Whoa, hello. Cosmo Inspira. Sometimes there are those just looking for a balance between the dark and the light. That's part of us all. I watched a video recently that argued we were interpreting Star Wars wrong. That in the entire original trilogy, no one ever said the light side of the Force. Because they argued from there that really it's not about balancing the light and the dark side. The dark side is a corruption of the Force. There's only the Force and the dark side of the Force. Now, well, The Last Jedi did invoke light and dark and the Force in between. But I found it an interesting question. Given the selfishness and destructive nature of the dark side, can it be balanced with the light, as a sort of Taoist philosophy would suggest? Oh, wow. We're coming to the top of the hour. I really don't want to just be duplicating these things. So it's time. First of all, I'm going to group all this up. And we're going to make it just 90%. Because now it's time to bring Blissey into this... Excuse me. To bring Blissey into this monster jumble. We're just going to start with her noggin. Because she is the one who drank. Alrighty, let's see here. As usual, you flip things around and then you have to correct what you done flipped. Like her ears. I think there was a comment earlier that Blissey's ears look very pointy, and well, that is intentional. Okay. Now, let's see here. I guess I should take this color because we're going to need it shortly. Whoop. I want to have this thing be so big it's basically much larger than her body. I've had meals like that myself. Well, let's see here. Just a little smaller. There we go. Get rid of this. What are you up to here? Let's group that, put all that behind this shake-a-madake. Except for this part. Let's see here. No light in those eyes. Because we're going for eldritch horror now. Or eldritch blissy. Take your pick. I asked her, how would you feel about me making you into an eldritch horror? And she's like, I've heard that term, but I don't know much about it. What'd you have in mind? And let's see here. Then we need to make her eyes the same color. %25 opacity. Well, actually, let's make it, she's even further gone. 10% opacity. That's right, there is no blissy, there is only the shake. It's a shakedown. Blissy horror. Enderpup, an interesting question. I think I should keep the rainbow alive, but what I can do is have some shake glooping it up. Now let's draw a little bit of a body. And I've changed my mind. I'm going to make this guy 95 at least for the moment. But then I think I'll actually keep him opaque and use a gradient mesh with the masking ability so that it'll be transparent in certain parts, like a slime monster would. Swordbreaker, I'm not sure what the Cartoon Network glitch thing was. If it bears a resemblance, I can only say there's only so many ways you can draw a scary slime abomination, I guess. What? But I don't know what this Cartoon Network glitch is. Oh, goodness knows. Cartoon Network is effectively closed down. That's a bummer. I know the staff is being reabsorbed and all that, but well, gosh darn it, when you had a building that was meant to be for cartoons and only cartoons, and now that's gone. Makes me sad. Fetch is giving us some Grimace history. When originally created, he stole shakes, just like the Hamburglar. McDonald's, basically all of Ronald's friends are criminals. Or perhaps reformed criminals, I don't know. But I appreciate that bit of history. But wait a minute, what about Birdie? I don't think she ever stole anything. Except America's heart. Actually, to be honest, I'm not sure. How much do they even advertise Ronald's friends anymore? So silly. Maybe I should move the Blissey a little bit closer to the front of the creature. Yeah, there we go, right there. Birdie was the one who told Ronald about the crimes. Ah, well done, Fetch. She should have been a pigeon. A stool pigeon. I don't know, I guess, well, I mean, Ronald is still the mascot, even though he's not referenced very much. Burger King had their Sneak King. Let's see here. I don't want to just duplicate that leg. I want to expand the horizons. Well, either which way. Used to be when I was a kid, my family would regroup at McDonald's every Saturday. My dad usually had some work he had to do in the morning in the office. My mom would take my brother and I, we would meet up with Dad. We'd plan our day out from there, what we were all going to do, where we want to go. We got a hamburger for the dog who waited in the car. But that ritual no longer takes place because, well, we're older. But two, McDonald's it was the place where that memory happened. It wasn't the memory itself. So I am not swayed by nostalgia. There are, in my opinion, better burger shops like Smash and Five Guys. In fact, now I think I'll get Smash for dinner. So yes, the Blissey is in the shake. Vulpecula, Whataburger. Oddly, in Colorado, I don't see that very often. So I can't attest to Whataburger. I'm sure it's very good. I just haven't seen it, you know? Let's see, we're going to have this tail snake quite the way. What is that? There's something... Ah. There we go. Save. Oh. Well, I was playing with fire once again. I appreciate you saying it's looking good, Maddie. I must run this by Bliss to make sure it's A-okay with her. That's the main concern. And let's see here. Let's draw... a little Bliss limb jutting out. I will add more to it as we go. Ah, we're almost at the top of the hour. Jeez. The time, she flies. But I appreciate everyone has hung with me and talked with me during this experimental stage in eldritch horror, Shake-themed abominations. And asked some good questions, shared very good thoughts. Let's see here. Not quite getting it where I want. Shorten it up and extend this down. Down. There we go. More weird voices. And let's see here. No, Underpup, I never did try the shake, but again, I'm not really a big fan of McDonald's anymore. Oh, you're saying an artificial paradise. Well, yeah, that describes the McDonald's playpen. Alrighty, let me just get this off into position. And we're just about there. So you know what? I'm going to beg everyone's patience for just a minute longer as I grab Blissy's wings. Or did I ever? Nope. But here, you will believe a shake monster can fly. Nathan, why am I not interested in McDonald's anymore? Well, I've just found places that I think make better burgers. And as there's not really a family get-together there anymore, I'm afraid a very real reason for me to cherish it is gone. Now, sometimes, like Egg McMuffins to start the day, I can't deny those are actually pretty good. But by and large, that's a very rare event for me. Alrighty. Alrighty, tidy rooney roo. I think this is a good place to stop, where Bliss is half subsumed by the shake. And if I make it 100% opacity, boop, I just need to add more detail. Get it up there and see if Bliss herself approves of this. There's one other thing I could do. I'm just thinking aloud here. If, as people have pointed out, this is too vomit themed, I could have the head protruding out of it down here and just rearrange things. So this is just a first draft of sorts. But I'll keep working on this monster, this fiend, and we'll go from there. So, oh, that would be a scary swordbreaker. I probably could make Bliss's wings pulse and grow and shrink like a heartbeat. I do it in... I'd have to put them on their own layer in After Effects, but that might be a little bit too much. This is, again, just for a 1-minute skit. Granted, I'm putting in a lot of effort for it, but that's part of the creative fun. So, we'll see how it all turns out. So everyone, thank you once again for hanging with me, for checking out my stream, and giving your thoughts and feedback and excellent questions. I will catch you all again next Saturday, barring any unforeseen events. But most of all, I just want you to have a great weekend. Spend it with friends, spend it on something you enjoy, whatever adds to your spirit. So, until next time, be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.